The charred remains of Grenfell Tower here in London is a stark and cruel reminder of the tragedy in which 71 people lost their lives when the building caught fire on the 14th of June last year. Almost 12 months on, I've returned to hear how for some in the community, faith has given them strength. On the programme today, I meet Fatima, who on the night of the fire escaped with her family.
Something inside me in my heart says, you lost everything but you have everything, which was my family.
We see how guerrilla gardening is helping to create green spaces of peace for the community. And we find out about Cornwall Hugs Grenfell, a charity set up to give those caught up in the fire free holidays.
What God was saying was this beautiful sensory antidote that Cornwall is, that I want them to have.
The tragedy of the Grenfell Tower fire had an impact not just in this corner of London. Messages of support and knitted yellow hearts came from all over the world as people reached out to those affected. The sentiment of those messages of solidarity are expressed in our first hymn from London's Southwark Cathedral, which speaks of the healing and hope that comes when people unite. In the days following the fire, people of all faiths and none came together. Local churches became inundated with donations of food and clothing. Last June, I visited the Tabernacle Church, which became a centre for those in need. Today, I'm back to see if things have changed. Pastor Derek, great to see you again. How are you?
Good to see you. I'm well, thank you.
You've got half your church back at least.
At least, yes.
But you're still getting people coming in?
Yeah, we're still here to serve the community, and as long as they need us, we will be here. What we are finding now, those who are going in a permanent accommodation, the trauma is beginning to now set in.
Right.
Because they have that time now to sit down and relax, and now they're thinking about more what they've gone through. We're just really praying for them because we see a lot of the survivors, especially those who have suffered bereavement. How do you console those who have lost children and family members? But we're here.
The fire has also had a profound effect on the community living in the shadow of the tower. Local resident Gabby Doherty, the area known as the Wall of Truth. Gabby, I didn't expect to see so much colour, literally a stone's throw away from Grenfell Tower.
And this is a place where people have been expressing how they feel and their sadness, but often that has come out as a burst of colour.
A lot of messages, even religious verse on the wall.
Yeah, it's funny because Christians don't normally do graffiti.
You saw the events that transpired. You decided to write a book about it.
There were so many amazing things that people were doing in the wake of the terrible tragedy, but I wanted that to be recorded along with everything else. God led me into this opportunity and he gave me the strength to do it. There were days when I cried rather than wrote, but then there were other days when I was able to tell their stories. I feel that there's a lot to do to keep these issues on people's minds, particularly social housing. It's really important for so many people in this country, and it's something that I'm not careful. So I think we really need to keep that at the top of the agenda, and that there should be justice for those people that lived in Grenfell.
And obviously this is living proof that people do turn to music in times of need. Do you find yourself doing that?
I find that I really do get strength from worship, and so the chorus "Strength Will Rise" as we wait on the Lord is really important to me.